What if the world ended, and no one was watching? What if the greatest stories of survival didn't happen on the big screen, but in the quiet corners of cinema you've never heard of? This is CinemaSouls. Tonight, we journey through 10 hidden disaster films. Stories not just about destruction, but about the fragile beauty of being human when everything falls apart. Because sometimes, the end of the world reveals who we truly are. Number 1. The Quake. The story explores the return of a nightmare once thought buried. A seismologist, Christian Eichjord, senses the tremors before anyone else. He's seen this before, years ago, when the earth swallowed everything he loved. Now, his intuition becomes prophecy. When the ground beneath Oslo, in the heart of Norway, begins to break, chaos takes shape. Buildings fall, hearts break, time itself seems to split open, and Christian desperately fights for the lives of his family. But the quake is more than shaking buildings. It's the tremor inside a man haunted by loss. Because sometimes, the real earthquake is the one beneath your own skin, the one you can't run from. Number 2. Ashfall. Deep in the earth, a sleeping monster awakens. Mount Baekdu, the mighty volcano that has waited centuries to roar again. The government forms a desperate mission, a team of experts, one rebellious officer, and a plan that might save millions, or end them all. Time ticks louder than the explosions, and loyalty burns faster than the lava. Faced with impending doom, the team must confront not only the force of nature but also their own fears, setbacks, and the disaster that swallows everything around them. But beneath the spectacle lies a truth, that in every eruption, human hearts reveal their fault lines. Ashfall reminds us that courage isn't born in calm, it's forged in fire. Number 3. The 33. Buried 700 meters underground, 33 miners, trapped in the belly of the earth. This isn't fiction. This is the true story that shook Chile and the world in 2010. Days turn to weeks in pitch-black darkness. Food runs out. Hope cracks like the stone above them. But the spirit of these men, their faith, their unity, becomes a light no collapse can bury. Above ground, the world watches. Below, they pray. The 33 is not a tale of despair, but of endurance. Because even in the deepest dark, the human soul digs upward. Number 4. The hurricane heist.
There's a hurricane coming. We gotta go.
Been reporting in.
A storm of the century. $600 million in a government vault. And a crew of thieves who believe they can rob the world while nature rages around them. But here's where things get interesting. The hurricane doesn't take sides. It destroys everything in its path, the greedy and the innocent alike. As winds tear through steel and morality, the hurricane heist becomes a symbol of chaos, where man's greatest crime isn't greed, but thinking he can outsmart the storm. Number 5. The burning sea. When an oil rig explodes off the coast of Norway, the sea itself catches fire. In the middle of the chaos stands a young engineer, a woman fighting to save not just herself, but those she loves. Every decision could mean life or death. Every second, the flames grow closer. But beneath the explosions lies a quiet truth. Sometimes the real disaster isn't nature, it's human ambition. The burning sea burns deep, reminding us that progress without conscience always leaves scars on the soul. Number 6. The wave.
Så finnes det ikke Geiranger lenger.
In the peaceful beauty of Norway's Geiranger Fjord, silence hides a threat older than time. Geologist Christian begins to see the signs, tiny movements, whispers of doom. As the understanding of the impending doom becomes clearer, pressure builds. And when the mountain finally falls, the water rises in vengeance. A wall of nature's fury races toward everything he loves. But the wave isn't just about survival, it's about faith, courage, and the question that echoes when time runs out. How far would you go to save the ones you love when the world gives you no time at all? Number 7. Mira. The movie follows Lyra Arabova, a 15-year-old girl in Vladivostok whose father lives high above Earth, working on the space station, Mira. He's become little more than a voice on a phone, a ghost orbiting the sky. But when a meteor shower tears through the city, that distant voice becomes her only lifeline. Guided by her father's watchful eyes from the satellite surveillance systems and a phone, Lyra must survive, save her loved ones, and the city in the wake of the chaos on the ground, as if heaven itself were trying to reach out and save her. Mira isn't just a disaster movie. It's a love letter between father and daughter, a reminder that even across galaxies, love refuses to disconnect. Number 8. The Earthquake. The film takes us back to the 1980s, a world suddenly torn apart by an unstoppable quake. In the blink of an eye, homes become dust, cities crumble, and enemies become brothers. Two men, once divided by hate, must now depend on each other to pull survivors from the ruins. Every second matters. Every breath could be their last. This is more than a disaster movie. It's a reflection of life itself, fragile, fleeting, yet filled with moments of courage that redefine what it means to be human. Number 9. Concrete Utopia. After the Earth collapses, Seoul becomes a city of dust and ruin, a brutal wasteland where humanity must start again. The movie follows a group of survivors inside one remaining building trying to rebuild their lives, a symbol of both safety and corruption. Here, morality fades. Neighbors become threats. And survival becomes a mirror reflecting our darkest instincts. Concrete Utopia is less about buildings falling and more about values crumbling. It asks, when the world ends, what part of us should still survive? Number 10. Pandora. A small village, a nuclear plant, and a single mistake that unravels everything. After an earthquake damages the reactor, panic spreads faster than radiation. Soon, the situation spirals out of control, and the whole of South Korea is up against a nuclear disaster. Among the chaos stands Jae Hyok, a power plant worker, an ordinary man forced to make an extraordinary sacrifice. He faces the impossible. To save his people, he must risk his life in a place no one else dares to go. Pandora is not just a film, it's a warning. A mirror to our modern world, showing how easily safety turns into catastrophe when pride replaces humility. And yet, in that devastation, we see the best of us, courage, love, and a refusal to surrender. These 10 films remind us that disaster isn't always the end. Sometimes, it's the beginning, the moment we remember what truly matters. Because every story of destruction carries a hidden heartbeat, of love, of faith, of survival. So tell me, what did you take from these movies? Which one moved your soul the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your soul's reaction. And if you believe, like we do, that cinema can heal and awaken the human spirit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because here at CinemaSouls, we don't just watch movies. We feel them. Until next time, stay soulful, stay cinematic.